That's pretty good.
Dear Dr. Daddy, I'm so excited. 6 more days and I will actually see you. I missed you so much. The Centennial Committee and the Lord Mayor have been all over the papers here hyping the big event. And my bosses at the museum seem real excited to meet my famous father. It's going to be such fun. Oh, speaking of the job, guess what? I've stumbled onto something I think may really interest you. Right up your alley. I found an old scroll by Terence. I know he's your favorite Roman playwright, right? I'll wait till you get here to say more, but you won't believe it. I'll tell you this much. It seems to be a pretty angry comeback to a "don't call us, we'll call you" rejection from the library at Alexandria. As near as I can make out, the author asked for one of his plays to be housed there. And they turned him down big time, claiming that it was incomplete and substandard for acceptance into their collection. Kind of a condescending attitude with the way it reads. Anyway, I checked, and his other plays were there at the time. So hey, if you hear of a new play by Terence floating around out there somewhere, that could be pretty hot news. At least to people like us. My bosses at the museum said I could share what I found with you, so I made a pretty decent copy of what I have. We'll go over it first thing when you get here. Fun. Working together again. I can't believe it's been almost a year since I graduated and took this job, and a year since we've seen one another. I know, both of our faults, but now we're set. And neither one of us can get out of it this time. I can't wait. See you soon. Love you, Daddy. Beth.
Dear Dr. Daughter, I sure missed you too. But less than a week and we'll have some really quality time together. The administrators there at your museum and the London Town Fathers have really gone all out for this thing. I bet old Granddaddy Erasmus would be tickled pink at how much attention the tower's been getting a century after he arranged to have the thing brought over. I guess it's a pretty big deal, and I'm glad that they're letting both of us participate in the festivities. It makes me proud, and I get to see my only daughter. My flight gets me there just before the opening of the capsule. But after that, we'll have lots of long chats, just like in the old days back here. We'll catch up. And I can't wait for you to share that mysterious document you've discovered. I'm excited to hear what your thoughts are. It doesn't make much sense that they would come down on him so hard. And for what? Terence was a great favorite with Roman audiences. So something must have gone really wrong. Maybe we can do some deciphering and translating together and figure it out. Oh, fun. See you in a couple of days at Ptolemy's Tower. Love you so much, Dad.
Come and flow, and for the Lord, love our we are hard to meet at the tower by the Thames.
In the base we found real guides and Bibles.
And a box of some costly cigars.
There's Victoria, our elegant lady, in the tower by the Thames.
Look, mate, she's dancing.
Perky dots!
Pinch when I can.
My eyes on that flight are already
By the tower near the Thames.
by the tower near the Thames. Come and see, come feel the thrill, the elation all around. It's Ptolemy's tower, standing so proudly in good old London town. See the mysteriously musical, mighty and mystical tower by the Thames. See the mysteriously musical, mighty and mystical tower by the Thames.
Hey, love, give us a drink. Let's take one
What a day, what a lovely London day. Thank you, my friends, thank you. With the opening of our time capsule, we have once again brought much deserved attention to the wonderful vision of Sir Erasmus Wilson, who 100 years ago today succeeded in bringing Ptolemy's Tower to our shores.
It's almost 3,500 years old.
And what a double pleasure to have with us here today. To my right, Dr. Reginald Wilson, perhaps America's most celebrated Egyptologist, and his daughter, now our own Dr. Elizabeth Wilson of the British Museum.
Direct and immediate descendants of Sir
We
Erasmus
thank you
Wilson
for coming
himself.
and would like you to stroll the banks of our beautiful Thames and enjoy the golden jubilee bridges and the food and souvenirs to be found all along the bank. Have a jolly day and be sure to visit the tower often. There's magic there, they say.
Yes, come often, often. Thank you. Good day.
Why do you like this? Thank you. Like that. Why you look like that?
Tell your friend,
Just leave the pot if that's okay.
Of course.
So you just found this in the tower? No attempt to cover it up or anything?
It was just in a little crevice, like I told you. Almost like it was waiting for someone to find it.
That's pretty strange in itself. You know those Egyptians and their strange little nooks and crannies that they love to hide things in their bigger pyramids and obelisks. This seems just altogether too easy.
Maybe it was deliberate.
Maybe. This center section that you were having trouble with? Yes, there are different kinds of scripts. It seems to suggest that the play that he took to the library was missing whole scenes. The big reason they give for rejecting it and upgrading him so badly seems to be the absence of an antagonist, a bad guy. All of his scenes seem to have disappeared.
Well, whatever it is, he sure sounds mad.
Well, the leaders of that exclusive little literary circle obviously made him pretty darn bitter. Look at this. This translates in the Latin, not the hieroglyphics. Let's see. Oh yeah, scribbling like a tradesman, farcical. And here, further down, unoriginal. Without the craftsmanship required for inclusion on the shelves of the library. Ouch, that must have hurt.
Well, what I know about old Terence, or I guess young Terence at that time in his 20s, right, was that he certainly never had any problems with his bad guys or villains before. And in fact, if I remember correctly, the library apparently had been enthusiastic about those very characters in his earlier plays.
Very good.
They were often some of his most successful creations. Remember this part right here?
Oh yes, Terence sticks by his guns and insists that they're making a big mistake by not accepting the play. And he keeps repeating that it was perfectly complete, bad guy and all, when he brought it to Alexandria. Huh, this is interesting. He keeps talking. How would this symbol translate? Losing a character?
Letting them escape would be a more accurate reading. I wonder why he would say that. Do you think it was a flowery way of saying he's suffering a writer's block of some sort? Here he says, you lost him. He got away.
Escaped. Your translation is right on point. He's saying these things as if they're for real.
It's really bizarre, isn't it?
Certainly is. As is the title of the thing, The Stones of Ptolemy. Now that has to mean that our tower, or one of the towers, was somehow part of the plot. I wonder if that was missing from the manuscript also. His travels could certainly have put him in Heliopolis and Alexandria at the time. It all fits time-wise, and the theater historians do say he disappeared himself pretty mysteriously, supposedly trying to find ideas for new plots. But his insistence that it was somehow the fault of the keepers of the scrolls, I mean, that's the part that just really stumps me. Why would he say that?
Are we sure that I translated this right? Bad guy or villain antagonist?
No, you got it right. The committee or circle, or whatever they called themselves, said that the play had no adversary for the hero. But Terence is persisting, rather doggedly, look at this, that there was one when he brought it to them, and that they somehow had lost that part of his manuscript. Then the playwright says, I haven't been able to find Clodius. Clodius? Fun name. He's disappeared. Kiddo, we've got ourselves quite a little mystery here. A play with an escaped villain, a lost script with huge unexplained holes in it, and a playwright who swears that his missing bad guy was in the work when he delivered it to the library. Wow.
Dad, I forgot to ask. How's it going with the new secretary? Beverly, wasn't it?
Beverly's no longer working with us, I'm afraid.
Dad, how many does that make? 5 or 6 by now?
I know. I give them perfectly organized notes, stacks of research.
Scribblings, brilliant insights on the back of airline tickets.
Totally comprehensible to anyone. And they come in and take one look at my work, declare it a disaster area, and then move on. So I'm afraid I'm working alone again. Someone will turn up.
Dad, you're not getting any younger, and you know you need the help. All right, I'm nagging.
Yes.
Not this trip. Let's get back to our little puzzle. Dad, it is getting late, and I know you have to be worn out, what with the jet lag and all of this. Let's call it a day, and we'll meet for lunch tomorrow. I'd offer you breakfast, but you're gonna need your rest, and I'm still a working girl. Why don't you take the coffee with you? Maybe you can find some study time in the morning. Let's meet right back here at the tower at noon tomorrow. We'll go find one of those great British pubs that are all over the area and dig into some fish and chips and talk about runaway bad guys and the letter and life and love.
Love? Wait a minute. Hold on now. Love?
Tomorrow. My car's nearby. Can I give you a ride to your hotel?
Now I am curious. But you are right. I am a bit tired. Not very sleepy though. I guess I'm all fired up being here, all this, and of course, seeing you. My hotel's only 8 or 10 streets from here. I think I'd like to walk back and sort of digest the day's events. I'll meet you here tomorrow about noon, and maybe by then we'll have more light to shine on this script of yours. By the way, your deciphering was excellent. Couldn't have done better myself. Life and love, eh? Mm-hmm. I think we may have more than one big mystery here. You be on time.
Yes, sir.
Damn, everything's closed. I'm trying to be a gent and do things in the British way. I say mate and eat all my biscuits. When I'm back in the flat where I stay, I say ta-ta and not that I'll see ya, or just smile if I make a miscue. I try hard to retain my composure when some bloke takes my place in the queue. But right now I have this small problem, and it's suddenly making me see. When you drink British tea by the gallon, you inevitably ought to be. So I'm looking for a loo, any store or shop will do, but it's grown so bloomin' late, there's no place to go. An alley will surely do, or a lonely cul-de-sac, but there's no place I can see to relieve me before I get back. So I'm looking for a loo, any corner, any street, and someone point the way. That's the first bloke that I meet. Good evening, friends.
Friends, get this. Haynes calling us friends.
I'll get a load of that, guy.
Do you happen to know where I could find a restroom, a toilet, a loo? Drank too much tea? Yeah, well, thanks anyway. There's got to be something.
What kind of hide is this?
Hey, kind of back to
Nancy, ain't it?
Give me that hat.
We saw you and that girl looking over a piece of paper a while ago. What was it? Some kind of treasure map or something? Give us a look.
Take it easy. Come on now. I don't want any trouble. Here, take a couple of pounds. Just let me be on my way, okay?
Oh, we'll take your money. And I'll take one of that piece of paper, too.
Leave me alone.
Come on now. Get it off.
You hurt my friend, you old bastard! Come on! What do you mean? You just hit a girl! I'm just a girl! I'm just a girl!
Come on.
Oh, you my leg. Oh, my dear. Oh,
Come on, you hit!
Everybody,
Really hit!
street. Never underestimate a man who has to I forgot I had to go. Oh, thank you, my friend. I think I could have been in some real trouble back there if you hadn't been here. Thanks a lot.
It's fine. Glad to help a fellow traveler.
Oh, are you on the road too? I guess it's open season on tourists for punks like that.
Probably.
Well, anyway, hoodlums like that are usually cowards. And thanks to you, we scared them off. My name is Reggie Wilson. I'm here for the big celebration. I'm sort of an anthropologist. How about you?
I am a poet.
A poet? That's wonderful. Good for you. The world needs more young folks with active imaginations and free spirits. Good for you.
I heard you and that girl talking a moment ago about a character escaping from a play. That could happen, you know. I mean, if some writer created a character so real that it took on a life of its own. I mean, got out into the real world somehow. That could happen.
I hardly think so. I mean, going from nothing on a blank page to totally believable artistic creation,
Yes.
That's magic enough for me. But if you mean making writing actually come alive, I'm afraid that's too much of a stretch for a stodgy old scientist. Oh, I have a very good imagination, but that's too far for me to go. Okay, look, it's hard to see exactly where you're coming from. But, hey, come on. You don't really believe all that, do you?
Well, I'm looking for ideas for my stories. I need plots. Maybe the escaped character you were talking about could be one of them. The truth is, I'm looking for a lot more than that.
What do you mean? You want to tell me about it? My daughter says I'm a good listener.
Sure. Why not? I meant what I said earlier. Characters can sometimes be so real that they go and they... Oh, listen. When I heard you and your daughter talking, I got a feeling you might be able to help me with something.
Really?
Yes.
Well, now, I have to say that's very flattering and intriguing. Look, I owe you. I'm meeting my daughter right here tomorrow at noon. Why don't you come around, say 1 or 2, and join us? The three of us can talk more about this bringing characters to life notion of yours. Beth, that's my daughter, would really enjoy meeting you. She loves to talk about magical things like that. And even I have to admit, it does intrigue me. Oh, Beth says I always use that word. Well, there you are. So, what do you think about those things?
I think strange things happen in this world.
They certainly do.
Yes, certainly.
I hope you'll come tomorrow. I don't quite know why, but you and this really intrigues me. It seems like there's some kind of connection. It almost seems like we didn't meet by accident.
Like I said, strange things happen.
Oh, wait. Who are you? I don't know your name.
Terence.
The plot thickens. My name is Clodius. Clodius. Can you imagine someone giving you a name like that? And you're guessing right, I'm the missing villain. That brilliant hotshot playwright. Oh, okay, he won the Anthony a couple of times. Big deal. Concocted this dopey, bumbling antagonist who gets foiled in every corner. That's me. But it's not me. This is the real me, get it? The real me. And I'll use every rotten trick I can come up with to get the admiration and respect that I deserve. I escaped because they've got me all wrong. Everyone's always had me all wrong. They have me typed as a bad guy. But I'm a leading man. Lend me your ears. Every playwright needs a hero and a star, why not me? Though I'm greasy and obnoxious and bizarre, why not me? I can sing and play the cello and I dance, as you see. I could be a lovely fellow with a chance, why not me? What I say may sound excessive, but my body's quite impressive. And there sits above my chassis a brow that's very classy, a brain that's overflowing with the plots that I have going, and I'm absolutely able to add glamour to my fable. Though my manners dark and brooding with my classic chin protruding, and though my style may be more edgy, I can act as well as Reggie. Why not me? Why not me? Why not me? The females find me handsome but discreet. Why not me? I'm so humble, unassuming, hard to beat. Yes, sirree. I mesmerize my public with my charm, that's my thing. Tons of cuties yearn to hold me in their arms for a fling. I beat all my nearest rivals by a lead, why not me? And I stole this little ditty straight from Greed, naughty me. But so far I'm batting 0, and I've got to be the hero. Me. When I shook myself loose from that stupid scroll, I took off straight for Heliopolis, good old Sun City. I just love it there. But wouldn't you know it, somehow Terence found out where I was. So I had to go underground. I found this out-of-work oracle named Dumbmaster. And he showed me how to use the towers to hide in remote places like this dismal little town. Is it always so foggy here? Anyway, I thought I was safe, but no! Terence goes relentless on me and gets that professional virgin bustia to lend him a sacred scarab pin. It's one powerful piece of jewelry, right up there with the tower. With it, he can track me from anywhere. So I've got to resort to something devious here. Oh, and I'm good at that. What am I telling you for? I need some real help. I speak, the gods answer. Hey, you two. Yeah, you. I was hiding over there a bit ago, and I saw the beat down that old man and the other guy laid on the two of you.
Oh, we didn't stretch before.
Interested in a little payback?
Yeah.
Bring it.
Got it? Got it! Yeah, we both got it!
Right.
Hey mate, I don't want to be telling you your business, but if you want to blend in, you won't be able to go anywhere looking like that.
Like what?
You ain't got no attention that cute little dress will keep you around here. I'm not so sure you're gonna like
or not.
Yeah, take this. Yeah, there you go, man. Oh, fidget plate. Oh, beautiful. Oh, he's got some money. Yeah.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah, you right there. I saw
Now
you.
remember, you keep an eye on the old guy.
I watch the old guy.
And you follow the girl.
I follow the girl.
And I'll keep a close eye on Terence.
Who's Terence?
He's the guy who put you on your butt over there.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you want this Terence guy for?
He wrote me.
Oh, I say. So what are we gonna do if we catch up with them? Can we clobber them a little?
Do the job first. Wait for the fun until later.
Yeah, fine.
Right now we've got to get two things. The girl's copy of the scroll and the scarab pin Terence is wearing. That's critical. If we can get that pin, a certain very irritating playwright will be out of my hair and stuck right here forever. That would be so great! Can you imagine a Roman playwright wandering around trying to find work in a place like this?
I get the old man.
I get the girl.
I get the older. Are you sure?
I get the girl.
Right, I get the old man. Yeah?
I get the girl.
Why do I gotta get the old man?
Because you are an old
She
man.
called me old man. Can you believe it? She called me old. I don't think I'm old.
Do you see yourself?
Yeah, I
I'm
can
just
see
a
it.
Well, they work cheap.
Oh, what's a guy gotta do to get a drink around here?
You're just an old man. We just went over this. We're still talking about this. You are getting
I ain't that old man. Look.
Get me a drink.
Get out!
What's your happy feelings? Give me a drink.
No!
That's not how we deal with our feelings.
I'm sensitive.
No, we're not allowed here. I don't care.
And you're talking about it. I know you. Just no, I'm not going to.
Well, I can't believe that you made it on time. This has to be a first. Okay. Now you know how fired up I am about this letter you found. First, what's all this business about love? Are you in or out or what? You wrote me a couple months back that you had met a young man here.
Dad, am I a snob?
No.
No, I'm not. Am I too picky? Maybe. Is it unreasonable to need something resembling intellect as part of a relationship? Or is the whole world really just one gigantic football? Okay, so I did it again. I met this perfectly decent guy, and within days, I think my record is 4 weeks, I break it off and I run to the museum for sanctuary. Why do I do that? I don't know why I do that. I don't think I'm any better than anyone else. Darn. Dad, this is all your fault. You spoiled me. You and Mom. You guys were so perfect together. Why can't I find something like that? I mean, guys look good and they smooth talk for a while, but then that moment comes when you have to have a conversation and it all falls apart. One guy actually turned pale as a ghost and practically ran out of the movie theater when I let slip I have a PhD. Dad, it is so damn confusing.
You're in and out or up and down's my middle name. Love's an action verb, no proper noun, and I just can't play the game.
Let me illustrate.
You tell him, girl.
All my friends say their lives are terrific.
They found truly their prince among men.
Let me mention the word hieroglyphic. And oops, I've done it again.
The guy's handsome, polite, and that's my need. Most girls would proclaim him a 10. So I mentioned that Terence is funny.
And damn, I've done it again.
So I go meet this big brain in Mensa, a genius with oration and pen. But his ego outran his good sense.
So yep, I screwed up again.
Vroom, 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 vroom.
Marriage may be a dream for another. I'll admit it sounds good now and then, but becoming a housewife and mother makes me pause before trying again. My life started out as the foremost
Continental with money to spend.
but the jerk was as dumb as a fence post. So yep, I did it again. You're in and out or up and down, and down's my middle name. Love's an action verb, no proper noun, and I'm not going to play that game. So my dearest Dr. Daddy, your darling Dr. Daughters, in no hurry to do it again.
Don't do it again.
I don't like it.
I told you I'm sensitive.
So that's what I wanted to tell you.
Well, I've got to say that was more of an answer than I expected.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so you feel better?
I do. I think I got some of it out of my system. So let's do some work.
Honey, before we start, there's some news for you too. Your old dad had a bit of an adventure after he left you last night.
Oh?
Yeah, a couple of thugs tried to roll me.
Dad, are you all right?
I'm fine. Thanks to a young man who was nearby, and he joined in, and together we sent them running.
Wow. One night in London and you're playing James Bond. It's a good thing someone was there.
The young fellow did most of the work. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you. I've invited him to join us here. Kind of a thank you. And also, I thought you would really enjoy talking to him. He's a very interesting guy. Sort of a poet, he says. We talked for a little while, and he has a lot of extraordinary ideas. I mean, really extraordinary. One of which I thought you might find especially appealing.
Well, to quote my illustrious father, I'm intrigued. So don't keep me in suspense. What is it that you talked about you think I might find appealing?
How do I do this? It's all pretty weird. Okay. You remember your favorite fantasy when you were little about fairy tales and legends?
Are you kidding? Of course I do. I wanted them to come to life so I could go to the ball with Prince Charming or outwit my wicked stepsisters, fight ogres. I loved it.
Well, my young rescuer was talking about that very thing. Yes, fictional characters taking on a life of their own. The only thing was, he seemed to think that it was all possible. That the step from the imagination to the page could be followed by a move beyond that.
You did say extraordinary, didn't you? But, wow. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, it is a crazy flight of fancy, but wouldn't that be amazing?
So anyway, obviously, this old skeptic didn't buy into it for a minute. But this young man was so earnest. He was so taken with the idea. Fascinating. Even though I was dismissing the whole thing while he talked, I couldn't help but remember all the hours the two of us spent talking about those fabulous things your young imagination was cooking up, especially
fictional characters coming to life. Dad, I'm really glad that you invited him. Maybe he's like me and just never let go of his fantasies, like most folks do. I guess I never outgrew the notion that somehow my favorite characters could have a life of their own. It'll be good to have someone to talk to about this. I'm psyched for this.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm glad because he'll be here in just a moment. But anyway, in the meantime, do you think we should try doing a little more work on this scroll of yours? Yes. So, I looked at it again this morning, and I did find something we misread.
Where was that?
See, right here. I think we mistranslated this important word. I think the symbol ought to mean seek. And if I'm right, it suggests that Terence was not only irate with the library, but that he somehow was going to try to find his missing character himself. Here, see? It ought to read, I think I have found a way to find what I seek. Maybe he out there trying to find his runaway bad guy. What do you think? Could Terence be out there running down his escaped villain?
Wait a minute. I know that look. Dad, you're not just talking about the manuscript, are you? Something more's going on in that mind of yours. What's really up?
Okay, that young man who helped me last night, the poet,
Yes.
his name is Terence.
Dad, if this is some kind of joke you're playing, you've gone too far. Now, we're working on a manuscript written by an ancient Roman playwright, and in the course of getting mugged, you meet a guy named Terence.
It's not a joke. The whole time I was talking to him, I was trying so hard to keep my scientific objectivity. But something kept engaging me about the things he was saying. Oh, I could never believe anything all that wild. But he sure does. Despite my doubts, he got through to me on some level. It's making me think of things that I usually leave to the more imaginative sorts, like my daughter. And there's more. I can't seem to shake the idea that this letter you found and my meeting this young poet are somehow linked together. So there, darling, is my totally crazy confession. Are you ready to have me locked up?
No, not likely. Wow. Now I really can't wait to meet this savior of yours. If he can get a totally by the numbers guy like you, even thinking about all these wild and crazy scenarios, I can't wait to see what he might do for me. Be warned that a little girl's very scientific mind is still lurking in an imaginative soul.
Good, good. So, do you expect him soon? I do. Yes, anytime now.
Oh, is my timing all right? I didn't want to miss out on meeting the other Dr. Wilson.
Oh, this is Dr. Beth. I hope it's okay. I filled her in on some of the talks we were having.
No, that's good. Please, take a seat. I'm sorry. I'm just uncertain on how to proceed. Look, okay, you both make me feel like I can talk, and I haven't been able to share anything with anyone since I got here. Okay, so I'll jump right in. You know I'm a poet and that my name is Terence, right?
Dad told me, and it threw me a bit at first, but that could just be a coincidence, right? But then he told me about this theory you have.
That's just the thing. It's not a theory. I am a poet. Actually, a playwright. Now please bear with me. I am the playwright. Your playwright. I wrote that letter. Too much too soon, isn't it? Look, I know how this must sound to you. I'm asking you to believe that a 20th century cabbie... did your dad tell you that I work as a cab driver? Makes searching for missing characters easier. Could actually be the subject of what you have uncovered. But by the gods, I am that guy. I'm that Terence. Just as certainly as you're the people who just happened to uncover my letter. That couldn't be a mistake. It makes the three of us intertwined in some way. Odd coincidence. Totally impossible. But what if what I am saying is really so? And what if you're here to help me out somehow?
But, I mean...
Can you go along with me for one more minute?
But come on, Terence, I told you last night, I am a scientist. I am skeptical of everything, and this is just...
Dad, let's hear him out. This is making me feel like a kid again, and it feels good and somehow right. We're being honest here, so be advised. I don't know if I'm going to believe a word of what you're saying, but I sure do like this conversation. It's making me think about things, precious things, that I haven't thought about in years. Please, go ahead. Come on, Dad, let's hear him out. What have we got to lose?
Yes, nothing to lose. That's fair enough. Just hear me out. Do it for fun, just so you listen to me. Let's start with the tower. Let's just say, for fun, that the pillar you came over to celebrate is more than just a monument. Suppose that the obelisk contained properties that are beyond what you...
Oh, hold on, my young friend, before you go any further. What you need to know is this. Here is my hypothesis.
Is he serious?
Formulate, test, and modify. And no matter what you say, it's my theories and data I live by. That's the scientific way.
But
Good, it's just me, I'm trying.
life's mysteries are magic and lyrical, and my soul finds its beauty in art. Facts are often correct but empirical. Flights of fancy are where all truth starts.
Good, it's just me, I'm trying.
Writing poems, freewheeling and wild.
Hieroglyphics and runes reconciled.
The exhilarating gift of the muse.
The thrill of dynamic breakthroughs. I really must put my reliance.
I'm completely in the throng.
My spiritual guide is my science.
Of imagination's call. But we both start with nothing, and it leads us to something.
That's equally science and art.
That's equally science and art.
It's me.
That's equally science and art.
Haven't you always said that science is an art? Can't art be as real as the science? This is exciting. Let's keep going. It's an adventure.
That's all I'm saying. Give science and the magic that's in the arts a chance to be credible for a bit. Thank you. I think you'll be able to see the reality. Well, a kind of reality in all of this. There's so much of it I don't understand myself. So, should I tell you more or head back to my cab? Just some loony you met on the street. Ask me anything you want.
Dad? Good. Now, why are you here and how are you here?
Well, like your letter tells you, I have set out to track down an escaped character. His name is Clodius, and I'm afraid I've created him a pretty shifty fellow. So much so that I'm having trouble keeping up with his thinking. His cleverness has made him hard to find.
How?
I'm not totally sure about that, except I know that Ptolemy, who came along a couple hundred years after my time, apparently was much more than the mathematician and astronomer he's famed to have been. He was very into astrology and alchemy and other hidden arts. And in dealing in those areas, it somehow led him to the concept of shifting realities.
I'm not sure I understand.
I don't think I'm experiencing time travel or jumping through portals to the past or to the future. No. I think Ptolemy came up with a way to shift from one reality to another. In here, through our thinking. In life, or on the pages of a manuscript. Like my manuscript.
Are you saying that what we call real can be determined by what our mind perceives it to be?
Yes. I think that might be part of it. The corporal following the lead of the imagination instead of the other way around. So it's not so much so a matter of time and place as it is the perception of the reality in which we're finding ourselves.
Wait a minute.
I don't know what he succeeded in doing, but the power of imagination. Imagination is a real force in nature. I've experienced that. I've felt what a creative impulse can do. Does that make any kind of sense at all?
So you're saying that this power, this energy, it's all in our minds? We're writing the book of our own lives. And if that's so, then that makes what we create as alive as the way we are creating ourselves.
See?
Well, I don't know if I understand what I just said. So you're here because in your play, you need to be here. And the where and when of it all just matches up with what your imagination wants?
I think it might be something like that, but only under certain conditions, and the tower has everything to do with it. It is indeed magic. As the Londoners were saying at the celebration yesterday, we can go where we need to go if the need is great enough. That's why I ended up here. My need to find my creation overcame what we call time and space, at least for a while. In the tower, in this scarab, it made it all possible.
Amazing. That brings the worlds of practical science and imagination very close together, which could be a very good
Terence,
thing.
Beth! Can we take a time out for a minute? This all makes for a wonderful tale. But I still have to think it's just that. A tale to be told, to explain, you wanting something so badly you could lose touch with what is real. I'm not suggesting you've lost it or anything, but maybe the need is so
You
great.
think that didn't occur to me? I went for weeks pretty certain I'd gone completely batty. But in my heart, I know this is real. I've got to go with it. And I know this much. I am Terence. I am a Roman playwright, and I am in 20th century London trying to find a runaway character from one of my plays. I have to embrace this thing and see it through, wherever it takes me. That's my reality.
But why is finding your Clodius so important?
I brought him into existence. Part of why he's being so elusive is because he must be convinced that if I find him, I'll send him back to the library. But that's not why I'm pursuing him. No, I don't want to send him back. I want to free him completely.
Wait a minute. That fits. Free him. Like a slave gets freed. Like you, Terence, got freed from your Roman masters. See, I've been doing some reading about you. You want to free him from the confines of this play?
That's exactly it. Please. Now that is one heck of a great idea. Finally, this stupid plot can go somewhere, with me playing the lead at the end. They set me free so the real Clodius can finally get the credit, and the dough, and the girls he so richly deserves. You know what? Why don't we both take a little break so we can think about that? When you come back and are seated, I'll be free, finally. And you'll see this play completed, starring me brilliantly. I'll be no longer batting zero, 'cause I was born to be the hero. Me.
Why not?
Me.
Why not?
The loos are that way. I'm not going anywhere.
What's this say? I can't read. Shh. Give me the
As I was saying, somehow my creation became real. Really real. Real like you and me. But I'm not just real, I'm also a free man. The gods allowed me to be educated, encouraged and set free. I want to do the same for him. Set him free. The gods created me, but I created him. I'm a man, but I'm also a free man. And he deserves no less. He is a man and part of me, both sparks of eternal flame. But to live a man he must be free, since all humans dream the same. I am a man, I share his dream, to walk with others or apart, to earn the wayward world's esteem with a full and joyful heart. I am a man, I am a man, a human being still. I am a man, I am a man, I exist by heaven's will.
But there's nothing human that's not me, by life and love connected, and the mortal potion equally is designed to be perfected.
All men are human just like me. God smiled gently on our deeds, and they made us love us and agree a life unfettered, rich and free.
He's right. But there's nothing human that's not me, by providence related, and we must share the noble goals for which we were created. I am a man, I am a man, living life that's brave and free.
I am a man, I am a man, there's nothing that's not me. I am a man, I am a man, I am human, so is he. I am a man, I am a man, we share our destiny.
Take the tree, we can live in it!
I'm damned if I'm not beginning to believe this whole thing. Whoever he is, this young man is darn noble stuff. What he wants to do is honorable and decent, and we see too little of it these days. Doggone it, I want to believe him. Beth, even if we are both reverting to your childhood, let's play this game out to the end. Let's see if we can help our visitor from a few thousand years ago do something really special.
I'm with you, Dad. I had already made up my mind even before he told us about his quest and what he wanted to do for his creation. There's something about him. I'm like you. He makes me want to believe him.
How can we help?
All right. I guess, well, that depends. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty convinced that the next move Clodius would make would be to enlist some local help. If he does that, he'll make a try for a copy of that manuscript, which he probably thinks can help evade me and any other pursuers. Oh, and I want to get this too. Without it, I'd be unable to get back where I came from, and he'd be able to go pretty much anywhere he wanted.
The scarab, that's it. The power of imagination. So under the right conditions, we can go wherever we want. Exist through imagination.
Something like that, I think. Dr. Wilson!
Yes.
I mean, Dr. Wilson Sr. There is something that might help. On the obelisk, there is a section of hieroglyphics on the bottom side facing away from the plaza. I've tried, but I've never been able to make sense of it. Do you think you might take a look at it? It might be something important.
Let me go check it out. Now we're into something where I don't feel like I'm in a fairy tale. Maybe now I can finally be of some use.
A marvelous fairy tale, which requires a happy ending.
Let me see if I can figure out what it says. I'll need my glass.
If anyone can decipher something from that period, it'll be Dad. Hopefully it's something you can put to use. Terence, do you think we should tell him?
I don't think the time is right yet.
Whatever you think is best. But I have to ask again, what does it feel like existing here, several thousand miles and several thousand years from where you come from? Do you feel like the proverbial stranger in a strange land? Or on the inside, are you just a person who's trying to come to terms with something totally new?
Strangely, I don't feel so different. Oh, where I came from was a lot warmer and brighter. But truly, this world itself doesn't seem much of a contrast to mine. Oh, put aside the clothing, the language. I still don't know how I mastered that. And the customs. And this place seems pretty much like home in the things that matter. Like you and your father. I'd admire the two of you, whether it was sitting at this table here in London or in the marketplace back home. I overheard you guys talking earlier, and by the gods, I feel the same way about the two of you. You're good people, made of that noble stuff he was talking about. Now, I'm sure you would have enjoyed my Rome, but I'm sure I could learn to love living here. Besides, I would enjoy talking to you no matter where we were. Etc.
Well, I certainly enjoy talking to you, etc. See, we speak the same language.
We do. And thank you. I do like you very much.
And I like you, especially the idea of what we call the power of imagination, right?
Right. And the respect a man can feel towards another. Like I'm experiencing towards your father. And the feelings that come from out of nowhere when you meet a kindred spirit. Strangers meet and feel the flame, then nothing is the same.
Like no sensation you can name.
But that's only a tale that's been told.
Had they really met by chance, lost and frightened of romance?
Could love come with just a glance?
Sure, that's only a tale that's been told.
Love's only a tale that's been told. A story too rich to unfold. But the magic of tales can be found in the beauty with which they are crowned.
Every tale must depend on belief that's uncertain and often to grief.
But the story will always remain, living sweetly again and again. But the truth in a tale must consist of a world where our hearts coexist. They can merge and defy space and time in a tale that can end up sublime.
part of the Stella, and this crazy man in a tunic started ranting at me. Terence, that's gotta be your Clodius. And the help you said that he wouldn't listen. It's those two clowns that attacked me last night. The three of them chased me here. We gotta go. Come on. Okay. Come on. He's right over there. Come on. Too late. Wait. Oh, no. Okay. No. No.
Alexandria branch of the Inspectorate of Lost Literature, Escaped Villains, Wayward Playwrights, and Assorted Antiquities.
Wayward playwrights.
Antiquities!
Antiquities.
Quiet. Detail. Attention. Position.
What on earth? What did you say you were?
Library cops.
Yes, sir. We are here to close the case involving one Clodius.
Here?
He's right there. Okay.
And the playwright known as Terence Affer.
Right there.
Yeah.
You guys try and stay out of this. Let me handle it. I'm right here. Man! Are we under arrest?
No.
No.
Then are we free to go?
No.
Oh,
We
please.
have been instructed to inform you that your presence is required.
Required. The rules of our library are quite explicit.
At the library in Alexandria tomorrow at the stroke of noon, if this subpoena demands...
What's a subpoena?
Enough of that. This subpoena demands that you show me the designated time or you will be boiled in oil. Drawn and quartered. And buried in the trash heap behind the library with all the worn out scrolls. And you're gonna get no frills funeral. Small fire pyre.
That's harsh.
We'll be there. I swear by the gods.
You'd better be. We do this all the time and you can't escape from us. Why, we were the ones who took Hamlet back to his castle where he could be.
Or not to be. We also took Quasimodo back to Notre Dame to swing on his bell, and Uncle Bonza back to Russia for a troika ride.
Yeah. What's a troika? Did we do that?
We'll go, but first, that scarab is mine.
And that manuscript is ours! Bring it back!
Right. You must bring these materials with you tomorrow, or we'll add some really juicy torment to the punishment I've already described. Now, who are these other two?
We are just innocent bystanders. Gentlemen forced us to get back what each of us is property. That nasty has lied to us.
Yeah, let me just say. What she said.
Yeah.
Well, and never mind that. There are no punks listed here, so you are free to go.
Thank you.
Where was I? Oh, yes. But you, Clodius, must appear alongside your creator, Terence, or else there will be a terrible fuzz, and we will have to go looking for you again. If we don't want to do that.
It's yucky weather here and we don't like it.
It's not so bad here. It rather suits me.
That completes our duty here. Subpoena served, culprits admonished, and instructed to appear. Officer Nauseus, as always, a brilliant job. After all, we are...
We are the officers of the Alexandria branch of the Inspectorate.
All right. Officer Nauseus, show your pride. Follow me.
Would you all give us a minute? Alone, please. Thank you. Clodius, I want you to know it wasn't just you. We both got caught just now. I was chasing you, yes. Please, take a seat. Thank you. I was chasing you, yes. But it was because I wanted to do something for you. I wasn't planning on sending you back if you didn't want to go.
You weren't?
No! In fact, what I really wanted to do was set you totally free. Free from me, the play, the library, from all of it. Free to be your own man, just as I am.
You would do that? Why? I mean, I know I'm not a bad guy, but you would do that for me?
It's not your fault I wrote you the way you are. And because of that, you're not free. No man should have to suffer that.
So I'm free?
Yes.
Woo! What a guy! You know what? From now on, you're my favorite playwright. Put her there.
Yeah, you got a big rep. Take this. It's yours. It will take you any place you want to go. Use it.
But what about you? If I take this and skip out on the trial tomorrow, which I am definitely going to do, won't that mean that you're stuck here?
It does, but you need more room to run than I do. I'll be fine. So take the pen and go do what your heart cries out for. Follow your dreams.
Let me tell it to the world. You remember from before? I want to be the hero, a leading man.
Well, Claudius Minimus, if that's what you want.
Minimus? Minimus? Oh, come on, you didn't name me that, did you?
I'm afraid I did. But make your exploits and your deeds force the world to change that to at least mediocritus. And don't be so certain about wanting to be the leading man, the hero. The bad guy gets all the best lines and dirty tricks anyway. The hero is frankly sort of boring. I'm just saying, keep an open mind. Now that you're free, you could be either, or even both. You're free, you're just like me. And now you get to choose the kind of man you want to be, and the roles you can refuse.
The villain's crimes are often hurled into unsuspecting worlds, while heroes stand forever brave to fight and gain their fame.
But the hero's part can lack the zest that the the villain can explain. Each sordid deed, each evil plan outweighs the leading man. You're free,
I'm free,
you're just like me.
and I really get to choose
The kind of man you want to be.
and the roles I can't refuse.
A hero tries to save mankind.
The villain comes to fool it.
A star by virtue will define.
Nothing when I rule it.
So write your story proud and free. Enjoy what freedom brings you. Be one or both with courage sweet. You don't have to be a hero.
I'm free.
Emerging just like me.
And no matter what I choose, I'll be the man you see in me.
Any rules you can refuse.
We're free.
I'll do it. And thanks, Dad, for the passport.
All right, thank you.
Well, I'm off. Ta-ta. Every playwright needs a hero.
Well, it looks like you did it.
I did. And what a wonderful feeling.
What's that?
Being able to free a fellow human being from the bondage that may be inflicted upon him or her. Oh, it has to be the most ennobling experience a person can have. I feel totally complete. I'm a happy man.
Terence, did I see you give Clodius that scarab pin you were wearing? Wasn't that the mechanism that gives you the ability to move back and forth through history?
It was, but he needed it more.
So does that mean you have to stay here with us?
I can think of worse places to be. Besides, I'm beginning to rather like it here.
Well, my young friend, if you're going to be around for a while, perhaps I can help you hang up that London cabbie's cap. It so happens at this very moment, I have a desperate need for an assistant, or maybe a London associate. A lot of my help has been quitting on me recently, and I think you might just fill the bill handsomely. Beth, what do you think?
Very handsomely. Dad, I think you picked a winner. This has been an adventure. Terence, do you think this could be the beginning of a whole new tale to be told for you?
I'm absolutely sure it is. And a wonderful tale it will be. The plot's forming in my head right now.
Right now?
Every tale must depend on belief. That's uncertain and often to breathe.
But the story will always remain, living sweetly again and again. But the truth in a tale must consist of a world where our hearts coexist. They can merge and defy space and time in a tale that can end up sublime.
Well, Dad, what do you say? Can we let imagination win at least this once?
Well, it looks like it already has happened. And by the gods, I approve! All right.
Come and see, come feel the thrill, the elation all around. It's Ptolemy's tower, standing so proudly in good old London town. See the mysteriously musical, mighty and mystical tower by the Thames. See the mysteriously musical, mighty and mystical tower by the